Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's me, Irvin, with another anime first impression video. This is going to be on Bye Bye Earth, which is a series that's airing on Crunchyroll. I think by the time this video releases, there'll be maybe 2 episodes or maybe 3 already out. I only watched the first episode, but it is a series that's releasing on Crunchyroll. I know I'm behind on a lot of stuff, so I do apologize for that, but it is what it is. I got back from my trip, so now I'm back to recording in my room, which is nice. I like having this background over just a van in the back. So yeah, I hope you guys feel the same way, but you know, you might not. I am trying to go live at some point to rearrange these bookshelves. They're a mess, and I really have to fix them up. So eventually I will go live, not here on TikTok. So if you guys are interested in that, you guys will eventually see that on my other social media. So check that out before anything else. Check that out in the description below. You guys can follow me there. Also, thank you so much for the love and support that you show this channel. Continue showing it by watching the other first impression videos that I have for the season. Lately, I've been getting some love left and right on some videos, so I do appreciate that. I'm trying to get back on the groove here on YouTube, and I think I'm pretty close to it, so I do appreciate all the love and support. Continue showing it here, and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens in the future. So, okay, this series, Bye Bye Earth, was one that left me with a lot of questions, and not in a good way. I'm just gonna be honest with that. The beginning, there's kind of like this battle between two people, and I'm not really sure if that's the protagonist or not, because I wasn't paying too much attention to who the characters were, but more into the battle. And at some point they say Bye Bye Earth, and we start in a completely different story. I'm gonna assume different Earth, but in this world that the story takes place, basically half human, half animal is the typical form of being there. Everyone is some type of either rat being or a feather being or a lizard being or something. They're not human. So when they see a human, they make fun of it and they think it's weird. Like, why doesn't it have no fur? Why is there no horns or ears on it? Why doesn't it have scales or you know or feathers or anything else like any of us, right? So the whole part in the beginning, there is a monster that's basically infecting the water that is distributed to the entire society there that groups up, and they call basically a group of people that get rid of such things, and it happens to be this human girl. This is how we learn our protagonist, and she essentially has been trained by another guy who we'll eventually talk about here in the video. But she basically goes and kills this animal, which she calls it a certain thing. I forgot what the name was, but it's just a sea beast. At the end of the day, that's what it is. It's a type of squid. She does cut a fin off and takes it for food, but she is able to communicate with it before she slays it and kills it. And basically, the only thing it wanted to do was to spread its seeds, like spread its babies, and it got stuck there in the area of where everyone was, and you know, ended up being an issue. So you know, it became hostile because it's a mama protecting its eggs. That's basically what it is. She still ends up slaying it. It's her job, and that's what life is. So she goes back. People don't even really think her. They just see her as a beast because she doesn't look like everyone else. And she goes to her master. Now, her master is not human either. And we learned through memories and through different conversations that they have throughout the episode that essentially she came from a rock. I'm going to assume from Earth. And she was a few years already old, like she wasn't a baby, and she just kind of wandered into this castle. Inside the castle, she found a sword that was basically calling to her, and then the sword was all chained up and it broke free when she came close to it, so they became friends. And she didn't want to leave the sword behind, so they arrest her, and she basically was left in this dungeon, and this guy who is now her trainer, and also she calls father at some point, rescues her and says that he's going to be her teacher. Now, these swords come with their own demons or their own curses. So the guy's sword the curse is that the only way he can use his power at full potential is only to teach and educate others. Whereas she's still learning what the curse for her is. He kind of says, "This is the curse that your sword has," but it doesn't really. I don't really fully understand what it was, to be honest. Other than they go into battle, and the guy tells her that she needs to slay him, and she does. She starts forgetting, like she starts remembering all the memories that she went through the episode now without her teacher being involved. So yeah, like I guess the sword makes her or keeps her by herself in a lonely state, and she's having to eliminate any trace of memory of him, which means eliminating the person itself. I think that's what I understood from it. So yeah, she does that, and essentially she is going to begin her adventure. Gosh, so many questions. It really felt like I was coming off an episode that maybe had more to it before it, and I just didn't get it, right? So I'm pretty sure the fight that I saw in the beginning were two adults. I didn't go back to it because I really didn't want to go back to it, to be honest. But it was two adults. So why was she a little kid when she arrived here? Maybe it wasn't one of the ones fighting. Maybe it was a kid, one of them fighting. But then why was she the only survivor? She's going to an adventure trying to figure out if there's any other humans out there, which now that I'm talking, there probably is other humans out there mistreated like her. Some maybe got taken in by other beasts and actually not mistreated. I don't know. So I guess we'll have to see what happens in the series. I'm going to be honest, if it's not dubbed, I'm probably not going to continue watching this one. If it's dubbed, I might give it a try and watch more episodes to it and see, okay, what else is there to it. But for now, I'm going to be honest, it's a no. So, we'll see. Thank you guys so much for watching this. If you haven't done so by now, check out my other first impression videos. I have better ones, I promise. Thank you again for your love and support. And like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.